What up, guys? Back with another Titan window install. Today we got a 99 extended cab Silverado. Step side, pretty nice. Gonna be throwing the Titan rear window in there. It is a 99, so it only has the 3 doors, and came with the blue interior. Man, it's pretty nice. You don't really see these blue interiors too much. But I got it all taken apart. So I'm about to cut out the panel. In this install, I'm going to show you how I cut out the panel. I don't think I've ever shown you in the past. And also, you know, I haven't been doing this long, but after doing a couple, I'm learning different ways to do stuff and different tips and tricks. And especially with this last video, it's been getting so much attention, and people have been commenting and hitting me up. And I've even had some people hit me up that's done them, and they actually give me tips on what to do. So the guy watched the video on YouTube, and he ended up hitting me up on Instagram and said, bro, on your next install, try bolting it in. He's like, it seals tighter, man, and I like, you know, that's not a bad idea. I've heard of people doing that, but I've always thought you had to weld the tab on top of that and then drill the hole in that. So I'm gonna try bolting this one on. I cut out the window. So I pretty much use this tool. This tool you can actually get online. It's just a pretty much basic glass cutter. And I pretty much go through there, man. And this is pretty much the hardest part of the install, I think, is cutting out your original window. So you pretty much just cut out all the glue, and if your rear window's already been glued before, then it's even harder to cut out. So you pretty much got to go through the whole thing, cut it all out, make sure it's all loose, and then I tape the outside just in case the glass don't fall, you know, once you got it all cut out.
Me la paso rolando, fumando por la cuadra, voy zumbando. Con la clica en la troca siempre me miran quemando. Ojos bien luz, me dicen el diablo. Es porque soy bien cabrón que ahora me ven rapeando. Houston, Texas, sureste es mi barrio. Póngaseme serio que aquí no andamos jugando. Se respeta si llegas a cumplir con las reglas. Escribiéndome estos versos terminando con cualquiera. Aprender un gaito y volar, voy a aprender.
Got it all cut out, came out good. Now what I like to do is I take my grinder and I grind this edge as far back as you can. Because sometimes whenever the motor's going down, the bolt from the motor actuator tends to clip that, so you want to grind that all completely down. There, got it all ground down as far back as I could. Then you want to spray some kind of primer over that so it don't rust. So you guys have to remember this window's out of a Nissan Titan. They're not really made to go in Silverado, so there's no really wrong or right way to do them. If it works, it works. So if somebody's willing to give me a tip, man, hey, and it works, I'm willing to take that shit and run with it. So like I said, this time I'm going to be bolting this one in. I left the studs in. I am going to notch this little piece right here where it sits, so it sits in there more flush. And the same thing up here. Notch it just a little bit so it'll sit in there just a little bit, and then get it glued down. And then these lower studs right here I'm going to remove because they're not even close to the frame, so you're not even going to need those. So again, this is the bolt-in method. I've been doing just the glue-in method. This time I'm going to try the bolt-in method, which I mean I don't see why not. It seems to line up pretty good. So yeah, let's see what it does. Just like the last video, you're going to step on the seal, stretch it out. Shit, that almost smacked me. Stretch it out, and then now when you lay it up against the frame, it's going to lay end to end. This one's a little overlapping, but you can tuck it in and it'll start like settling itself and it'll fit. Now the seal fits end to end instead of it fitting from here to here like it normally does. Got all the old glue scraped out. Now what I'm going to do now is grind this little edge. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little lip on there. You're going to want to grind that flat so it sits flush with the cab. So it looks like that when you're done. There we go. Man, it's just not focusing. Flat like that and knock this little ridge off. That way it sits flush with the cab. I'm using my grinder again. And I'll probably run over it with my DA with the 80 grit. That way it comes out smooth. And like I said, I am still going to leave these studs here because I'm going to I am going to bolt this window in. So I had some people message me too saying that this rubber molding is hard to put on. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to put on. What I usually do is set it out in the sun for a little bit. That way it gets flexible and hot and shit, and then put it on because it goes on a lot easier, I think. Got the molding over the edge. God damn, that's a pain in the ass. That's probably right up there with the cutting out the window as being the hardest part. It's just hard because it slips off the edge. So you really got to work it, open it up, and then roll it onto the edge. But once you get it done, it comes out pretty nice. Well, got the tiny window in, glued in, bolted in. I put extra glue just to make sure it doesn't leak. I'm gonna clean all the edges out, make sure it looks good. But man, this, I ain't gonna lie, this bolted in method is a fucking pain in the ass. I put extra big washers on there just to make sure that it gripped the metal. It's a fucking pain in the ass, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the idea, and I'm kind of glad that that dude, I'm kind of glad that he showed me how to do it this way and gave me the idea. But honestly, I'm probably gonna start doing them this way. I like how they're bolted in. It kind of seals it up tight. So now let's make this drain pan and get her done. So again, shout out to Martin Navarro, Single Cab Martin on Instagram. I'm gonna put his name down there. Y'all give him a follow. Thank you, man, for giving me this idea and giving me some tips and ideas on how you did yours. Because honestly, I like it, man. It sits flush, sits pretty fucking tight. Appreciate you, man. Here's another thing I didn't address in the past videos and in the past installs. On what I've noticed on almost all these trucks, single cab, extended cab, crew cab, there's two little humps right here. What you're gonna have to do is put a little slit in it with the cutoff wheel or whatever you got. That way the panel can sit flush with the floor, and then you can glue it. Like I said, on this install, I'm gonna try to address any little things that I missed in the past. Coming out pretty good. Test fitting it. Another thing I'm addressing in this install is the holes that I drilled behind the panel. I didn't mention that in the last video, but I drill a couple of holes through here. I don't matter how big they are. Make them pretty big so the water don't have no problem draining. You know, clean it out and then spray some primer over it so it don't rust. There she is. Got the panel all done. Bolted in. Gonna seam seal it right now. Damn, sorry for the light. Came out really nice. Windows looking good. Just about ready for installation. Got it all seam sealed real nice. Put a nice bead on there so there wouldn't be no issues in the future. Put some quick gray primer over it just so you wouldn't see no bare metal. But man, this thing is pretty solid. I like it. I'm digging this bolt-in install. Alright, let's put the seat in, start wiring, and get rid of this bitch. So these are the parts, the parts that I use for the tiny window. This is the inline fuse. This is the fusible link, the one that you plug into the fuse box and you get your power. And then this is the on-off switch that I use, on-off on switch, non-illuminated, so you don't need that extra light wiring bullshit. That's that fusible link I was talking about, or not fusible. That's fuse tap, I guess it's called, or a piggyback. That's where you get your power source from. So you just directly replace that with the fuse. Replace the fuse with that, and then you plug the same original fuse right on the top of that, and then you run that to the power to the switch, and then you just find the ground. So on this install, we decided to put the switch up on top and are hidden in this little panel right here. How I cut it out was, I mean, I still got to finish cleaning it up, but I pretty much heat it up with the torch, then cut it out with the razor blade. It cut out pretty easy, and then I go back with my belt grinder and clean it up and make it real straight, and then the switch just clips in. Should come out pretty nice. In this video too, I'll link the other video that I used to wire this up. But the same thing, you just jump one end to the other end, and then you run one to the motor. Then you jump one end to the other end, and you run to the negative side of the motor. And the ones in the center, you run to your power source. It's kind of confusing, but if you watch that video, it'll make sense. But this just tucks in here. I'm gonna tuck them wires in. Then you just finish clipping it in there, and that's it. Nice. I think it's pretty badass. Nice and hidden up in the roof. So yeah, you just hit the button. Hit the button. Oh yeah, came out sweet. Again, I really like this Loki switch, so I might start doing them all right there. The last one I put it right here, which don't get me wrong, that looks sweet too, but some trucks don't have this. I forget about that. Some trucks don't have this. So this one is a 99, it had it, so I definitely like that. So I'm gonna go with that next time around. So also another thing, with the last install I did, I put the fuse tab on the HVAC, and on this year truck for some reason I could not find an ignition source in the fuse block right there in this little fuse panel, so I ended up having to find one under the hood. Just get one that switches to ignition power, and that's pretty much about it. Also, you guys, you want to try to use urethane primer. I use Beta Prime. It helps the urethane. It's pretty much a adhesion promoter for the urethane to help it stick to the glue and cab. You put it on the cab and the actual window. But some urethanes are primerless. But if you got to use it, if not, double check your urethane to make sure it is primerless. But the stuff costs like 10 bucks. I use Beta Prime, and I use Beta Seal urethane. Again, you need an account to buy this stuff. You just can't buy it over the counter.
Asomándome por la ventana, lo lejos se ve blanco, se le impala cuando pasa, rines con las puntas.
Got the new metal brake in. Make these panels real nice now, no more hammering, dollying. Taking me an hour to make one. Pretty much just measure, cut it out, bend it over. Should have bought this damn thing a long time ago. I ain't brought it to the shop yet. I got it at the other shop. But man, I love this damn machine. I made this one in about 5 minutes. Nice bends. Oh yeah. It's all about improvement, man. Improving. Can't keep doing the same shit. If you can get better, get better. I also had a lot of people hit me up about the molding, wanting me to send them the link or where they can buy the molding. Like, you can't really buy it online, like I was telling y'all. It comes in a blank box, really no stickers on it, no nothing. I buy it here locally at a glass shop. So if you need one, let me know. I can ship it to you for pretty cheap. It gets there in about 2-3 days. I'm not holding back nothing. There just really ain't no link on it or nowhere where you can buy it online. Also, the homie Single Cab Martin, he told me he used butyl tape in his install instead of urethane glue. Which at first, I mean, I should have went that route, but I felt more secure using urethane because it's on there forever, you know. But I think on this next install, I'm gonna go his route 100% and use butyl because it's easy to work with. It makes no mess, and the glass is removable in the future in case you want to get rid of it. So y'all keep subscribing and liking, and I'll keep trying my best with these videos, man. Got some more Italian window kits here. Got to get cleaned up and shipped out. Another one. Appreciate everybody who's been buying these. This one's going out to California, Hanford, I believe. I have another one going out that went out to Northern California as well. Then I had another kit that went out to Georgia, a little bit out of Atlanta. So man, this thing's been going. So if y'all need one, get at me. I stay pretty much stocked up. If not, I can get them pretty easily. This is where that butyl goes that I was telling y'all about. This is almost like butyl. This is the factory butyl. It stays wet all the time, and it pretty much seals in the glue. Like I said, I'll probably go that route next time. But yeah, let me know if y'all need anything. Drain pans, windows, I can get them all pretty much shipped out and packaged. No problem. So let me know what y'all need. Damn, looks like I scratched my damn tin over there. Shit. Trailblazer turned into a work truck. Gotta get that bitch running. What's going on, YouTube? Here at the post here in Ruskin, my little hometown, a little south of Tampa, where I reside, where I grew up. You know what I mean. I want to say I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's been liking the video, commenting, sharing it, who's just been watching it because it helps you. I appreciate you, man. I just did this shit, these videos just because, you know, I didn't expect to help anybody out. I just did them because, I mean, maybe they help somebody out. I didn't expect they'd help somebody out, but damn, they're helping a lot of people out. So I just want to say thank you. I'm shipping out some tie-in windows. I got one there. This one's going to New Mexico, I believe. This one's going to New Mexico with the urethane and rubber molding. Thank you. This one is going out to D-Land, Florida. Appreciate y'all. If I remember y'all, I'll tag y'all name right there. And then I have two heading out to the East Coast, Florida, east side of Florida, East Coast of Florida. I'll put your name in the bottom, man. I appreciate y'all. Glad I can help out. Again, man, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more stuff. I got sunroof videos coming out soon, really soon, hopefully next week. I'm going to be doing the OBS tie-in window swap, all kinds of shit, man. So thank you again, and like, subscribe, and catch you on the next one. Peace.